morning fam, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a brief overview of the show Totally Spies. For those of you who are not familiar, Totally Spies was an animated show that ran from the years 2001 to 2014. The show centered around three best friends, Sam, Alex, and Clover, and these were teenage girls who lived double lives, attending their high school in Beverly Hills, as well as living secret lives as spies. I truly loved this show growing up because it centered around teenage girls who were absolutely girly and feminine, who were just absolutely so badass and fought crime. I love this show specifically for the fact that the characters changed outfits every single episode, which is really rare for animated TV shows to do, so I really appreciated that. And these girls love fashion and all things girly. Today I thought it would be fun to do a video on how I would style a live action if there was one, which I've done my research. There's no talks or any word of a live action. However, we do know that the recent trend over the years has been to turn our beloved childhood media and turn it into live actions, which haven't always been the best. But this is how I would go about it. I had so much fun collecting the images for this video. We have 361 images in this folder right here, and we are going to be styling the three best friends as well as Mandy, who played the mean girl or the protagonist of the show. However, we loved her. She was absolutely fabulous, and I enjoyed every single moment of her while she was on screen, so including Mandy, because she is a queen, an icon, and we're not leaving her out. So we're going to be talking a little bit about set design and costuming, as well as who I would cast in a live action remake if there ever was one. So let's just get right into this. So let's start off with the obvious one, the spy outfits. Extremely iconic, extremely badass. So when talking about their spy outfits, I think it would be safe to stick with the same bright, vibrant colors that the spy outfits have. However, not making them in an extremely shiny, latexy material, because I think it can look very cheap and costumey. Bella Hadid, I think, rocks a bodysuit extremely well. I found a lot of inspiration pictures of her wearing some bodysuits that I thought were really cool. The girls do have specific characteristics and character traits that make them stand out from the rest of the friend group. However, none of them have a very specific standout style. Like most characters, you can say, oh, Shaggy wears his brown baggy pants and oversized t-shirts, whereas Velma sticks to her red pleated skirt and orange sweater. However, these girls of Totally Spies switch it up all the time. Even though their core color is incorporated a lot into their wardrobe and is the main focus of the outfit usually, they never really truly stick to the outfits. However, when styling these girls, I am going to keep their core color scheme in mind, because I do feel like it just helps a little more with the association and connection with the character. The main characteristic traits that differentiate them from the rest of the girls is Sam is the intellectually smart one. She particularly enjoys sciences and debate, and she, even though the rest of the girls are intelligent as well, she is the smart one. Clover is extremely boy obsessed, extremely girly, in love with fashion. Her fashion can be extremely out there and extravagant. However, that's why she was one of my favorite characters. Alex has more so the girl next door vibe. I think when looking at the show, a lot of inspiration can be taken from shows like Charlie's Angels or even the Spice Girls. Another good inspiration would be this Moschino 2022 collection that I found, that I thought would really encompasses the very colorful, lighthearted aspect of the show very well. I think there's a lot of 1970s, 1980s looks and fashion that they could pull some inspiration from. Also, the Heathers, I think, are a good comparison to look towards for fashion. I think keeping the colors very lively, very vibrant. So, example, I think these outfits would look amazing on Clover. I think these outfits would very much suit Sam, working with the green color scheme. This blue and yellow collage really reminded me a lot of this green dress reminded me of something that Sam would definitely wear. This blue blazer power suit move is definitely something that Sam would totally rock. I love the vibrant colors. I found this purple puffer jacket and baggy trousers that I think would really fit Mandy. Since she is the mean girl, she also embodies the it girl or the Instagram baddie aesthetic that I think would truly fit her very well. That's an aesthetic that these shows are really trying to in pants with the white t-shirt is something that I definitely see Sam wearing on a casual day, maybe, you know, going shopping or getting brunch with the girls. I think coordinating the girls' outfits, doing kind of a copy and paste but in a different font sort of way, just so that the girls all look very cohesive and their looks look very nice and visually pleasing together. Here are some examples of what I mean. So taking this baggy pants in the different colors and making different outfits for them, baggy t-shirts, all different colors, all different styles, but still the same silhouette of outfit, I think would be really cool. I think bringing back the Juicy Couture tracksuits would be an absolutely amazing move. I don't know if they would have to get permission from Juicy Couture in order to use their tracksuits in the show, but I think using their tracksuit would be so amazing because Totally Spies incorporates the very colorful bubblegum layered patterned aesthetic of the 2000s that we all know and love, and that aesthetic is really coming back over the past few years, so using that aesthetic to the show's advantage would be really clever. I remember this green blazer or suit look that Sam wore, just so engraved in my memory, so let's look a little bit into that. Going off of this image of Sam, I think that keeping the same green in the suit, however making it very fitted to her, keeping it very modern. Sam also wears a lot of white frilly dresses that I really love, and so here are some dresses that I think would work perfectly with that. When it comes to Mandy, her style would be very Instagram baddie, so here are some outfits that I would use for her. Are some dresses that I found that I think would work really well for the girls' formal outfits. You know, of course, Queen Zendaya in this beautiful green outfit. I found this ball gown outfit, this formal outfit of Clover in a black sparkly dress, and here are some inspiration pictures that I found that would to recreate that dress. I think having long dramatic gloves would be a good move. Of course, the Queen Alexa Demi is giving us the wonderful inspiration as always. I found this Halloween costume outfit of Miss Molly May, which I think embodies Clover really well, so do what you want with this inspiration picture, but I just wanted to include it. Of course, the girls wear a lot of tank tops in multiple colors and patterns in the show, so we have to include a lot of tank tops in every single color, every single pattern, because I think that would be a good go-to daily outfit for the girls when they're at school or shopping at the mall. You know, I think where they could make the budget shine is in the whoop scenes and the gadgets and outfits and things that they do that include Whoop, because of course Whoop is supposed to be this really rich high agency that you know, the girls work for, so I think that's really where they can make a lot of the budget shine. Let's talk a little bit about the hair. So of course Sam is the redhead, and it would be a good move to keep her hair extremely long by using extensions. Sam switches it up a lot with her hairstyles, but I specifically like this long ponytail look for the suit look. When it comes to Alex, when I looked up Alex's ethnicity, they said she was Black, Hispanic, and had European descent, so I think keeping her hair in the short black bob would be very iconic. However, having a very wispy like fringe, they could switch it up by doing some braids in her hair from time to time. Clover is the only character's hair who I think I would do the most drastic change for. Her hair in the show is a bob cut, however I would do more medium wavy hair for for Clover's character just because I think it would fit her vibe and her aesthetic. And when it comes to the jewelry, I think a good option. I think bringing back the whole butterfly clips in the hair would be a really good move, keeping with the 2000s themes. A lot of smaller, daintier bags, having the chains along the bags and outfits, because I think that's very Y2K and very 2000s. When it comes to the makeup, I think they can take a lot of inspiration from the show Euphoria, keeping the makeup very light and pastel-y, but incorporating a lot of jewels and gems and bedazzlements would be a really good choice. Take a lot of inspiration from the whole clean girl aesthetic. Even though I don't like the name of that aesthetic, I do like the makeup looks and the, you know, just very minimalist but very light and beautiful makeup that they do. So I think keeping that in mind, a lot of glossy lips, like mermaidy, iridescent light lip gloss that I found, I think would really work well on the girls. When it comes to the setting, I think putting the girls in a more colorful, not very out there setting, but a more vibrant setting would make their outfits not look too out of the ordinary or crazy. So most of the inspiration pictures I found were from Greece specifically, but digging deeper into it, I found that San Francisco actually has a lot of beautiful places and landmarks and buildings that are just so visually pleasing and aesthetically beautiful, that when it comes to the outdoorsy setting, they can really just change it up with angles and just keep the, you know, background very light and very visually clean. I think they could achieve the colorful aesthetic even with you know, putting a filter over the scene or something like that. But there are a few key settings that we see time and time again in the show, such as, I believe it was Clover's bedroom. It's been a hot minute since I've watched the show, so some details might be a bit blurry, but I believe it was Clover's bedroom. So when it comes to her bedroom, I again would keep it very Y2K, keep her fashion, her love of fashion very obvious by her room. So having a lot of clothes and shoes, keeping very pink and girly, neon mirrors and lights everywhere. The dangling butterflies, I think, would look really nice. I believe that Clover is the type of person who would have a photo collage on her wall, so that would be a nice incorporation. Clover is also the type of person who definitely would have a diary or a scrapbook or a journal of some sort. She would definitely be that girl, or she would try and embody the that girl, you know, aesthetic. So I think having a journal or scrapbook that have the journal at the end of the episode and then pictures of the girls from that episode in the scrapbook, or Sam putting those pictures of the girls from that episode in the scrapbook, would be a really good tie-in, because for the finale, like, you know, if the girls split up and go to college and go their own way, Clover can like pull out that book and it could be a nice like little memorabilia to look over. So I think that would be really fun and a really, you know, really teen-like thing of her to do, which that's definitely something I would do as a teenager. So let's talk a little bit about the gadgets and the vehicles and the whole spy aspect of the show that just made it top tier and absolutely amazing. So the heart bags, the infamous heart bags that Whoop gives them, I think would be pretty easy to find. There are a lot of inspiration for heart bags out there. However, here are some that I found really beautiful. Here is a more high-end one from Prada. However, I would get bags with a little more detailing and a little more specific rhinestones, you know, something very, I would want the show to be very colorful and sparkly and girly, and not to lose the, you know, essence of what made the show so great, like Winx did, like Winx the live action did. Their vehicles, of course, have to be pink, because if their vehicles are any other color, I will be extremely offended. If the girls don't have a hair curler of doom or a laser lipstick, like rocket boots and, you know, spy glasses, I'm gonna be extremely offended. The girls' gadgets we usually disguise to be regular schmegular cosmetics and girly items, so I think keeping that in the show would be absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is my dream cast for the Totally Spies live action if it ever did happen. Of course, I'm very disheartened and saddened to know that there's no talk of a live action. However, we do know that has been the trend very much, or the go-to with studios nowadays, just make remakes and live actions. So we never know. Would definitely watch live action if there ever was one, and I really do hope that they take their time and do it right if they ever decide to go down this route, and, you know, really just listen to the fans, because there were a few Totally Spies styling videos that I found on YouTube that I thought were really good. So of course the fans do voice their opinions. So if the studio is just gonna, you know, go tone deaf and just take everything that we loved about the show and essence of it and just do a very lackluster live action, they would really hurt the reputation of this amazing, wonderful show that I grew up loving. So let's hope that they do it right if this ends up happening. Let's hope that they do it right if this ends up happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Marmalade out.